Hi, good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2 and peace and blessings be upon you and your family this afternoon. Now, what I have for you right here is Life Without Limits by Dr. Fairest Hill. We are currently on chapter number 8. And this is going to be take 1 of this chapter. So, without further ado, let's get into take 1. Now, the title of this chapter is called Tapping into the Unknown. And it reads as such: Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Life should be filled with enthusiasm, exuberance, and excitement. Each day should be filled with passion, desire, and delight, forever evolving from one level to the next. Unfortunately, many people are not living that kind of life. They live out of approximately 50% of their capacity. They have never tapped into their full potential. Everything in their life comes from their emotional, physical, or mental realm. How they think, feel, and react is all about the moment. When they fail to see is that they are only operating out of one part of themselves. All of us are made up of 3 different parts. First is the spirit, the innermost part of man. This is a source of power for both the body and soul. In a natural or physical state, the spirit realm cannot be seen or felt. The second part of man is the soul, the mind, will, emotions, and conscience of a man, personality. The third part of man is the body, the flesh, that part of you which will eventually deteriorate, die, and go back to the dust. Your body is a part of you, but is not all of what defines you. All 3 serve a purpose and must work together if you intend on living a life without limits. The physical part of you can only take you so far. Your intellect may get you the job, money, house, car, and all the other material things in life. Yet, with all of your attainments, you are still left with an emptiness, a void. On the other hand, the spiritual part of you is like an ocean having no boundaries or limits. The spiritual part of you is the unseen life controller, your power source. It is a sustaining force that enlightens and inspires. Your spirit is housed in your earthen vessel, the body, where all the mysteries and the treasures of life are hidden. Visions, dreams, and aspirations are birthed out of this womb, creating purpose and potential. Here, the ability to create and imagine are produced. The spirit part of you is the source of your being. It is like the air you breathe. You cannot see it, but you know it is essential to your life. Your spirit is the force that gives you energy, drive, and determination. It pushes you when you feel like giving up, and it picks you up when you no longer have the strength to go on. It is a place where God lives. Have you ever heard someone say, man, they have a lot of heart, or they have a strong spirit? These are people who have learned how to tap into the unknown, the spirit world. It sustains them in their toughest moments. It reminds me of my mom after the passing of my dad. She was a single mom, raising 7 children in the inner city of Detroit. How did she do it? As I reflect back, her tenacity, courage, and resiliency were all amazing. Nothing swayed or discouraged her. Her spirit was unconquerable. Mom was often seen on her knees during those tough times when she got up. Not one of my siblings could deny her faith. Mom did not push her confidence to the side. It made us feel that everything was going to be fine, and it was. Now I know her power came from learning how to tap into the unseen world. It was a drive that pushed her through her most difficult times. I'm pretty sure all of us have a family member who has that kind of spirit. Once you have tapped into the unseen, nothing is impossible to you. One of my favorite movies is Rocky. Rocky, a boxer from the Bronx, was considered the underdog. He was not as sharp or as swift as some of the other boxers, but he had a whole lot of heart. After getting knocked down repeatedly, he kept coming back until he won the fight. I believe anyone who is in the fight of their life must shift from the physical and emotional realm and dig within their inner man. This is called tapping into the unseen and listening to your spirit. Once you begin to truly understand the spirit world and embrace it, your life will never be the same. Because of my love for music, I found this song from the movie Aladdin to express what I am feeling. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feelings, soaring, tumbling, free-wheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up there, it's crystal clear that's how I'm in a whole new world. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. 100,000 things to see. Hold your breath, it gets better. I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far, I can't go back to where I used to be. A whole new world. Every turn a surprise with new horizons to pursue. Every moment red letter, I'll chase them anywhere there's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. Perhaps the writer of this song came closer to capturing what it is to tap into the unseen world. Nevertheless, there is a whole lot more to it. Some people fear the unknown. Perhaps they think it is something spooky, mystical, sinister, or too far out there, since they cannot figure it out in their own mind or intellect. They think it is too hard to comprehend. Therefore, they become closed-minded and resilient, putting up a wall of limitations, ultimately hindering them from experiencing a life without limits. When you refuse to tap into the unknown, you are literally shutting down a major part of who you are. Instead of operating at 100% of who you are, you end up operating at 50% to 70% of who you are. You are now in the short change lane because you are shortchanging yourself from becoming all you can be. Now is the time to take a giant leap. Excuse me. Just start that all over again. Now is the time. Right now. The time to take a giant leap and conquer your fear of tapping into the unknown. And I'm going to end this particular take right there, a little short of our usual 15-minute read. Now, with the second take of chapter 8, we're definitely going to complete this chapter 8 and this book. Now, I do have another book coming for you, so stay tuned to Poem Praise 2. But until then, I certainly want you to be well, to be safe, to take care, be blessed, and it be at thy will. I'll talk with you soon here on Poem Praise 2. So, until next time, later, y'all.